What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk about SoFi. I want to talk on what exactly is happening today, go over some interesting points I do find very relevant to a lot of investors, and tie it all together with some technical analysis because we are getting to a very pivotal point on the technicals. But before I get into any of that, all I ask, smash a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, let's get right to it. So looking at this intraday chart, it has been all over the place, and like I said, we are getting to a very pivotal point. I'm going to touch on that when I get to the technical analysis, but this is why it's so volatile. There's a lot of big action going on right now. You can see on the live ticker right now, currently down 2.45%, 26.4 million as far as volume, 45 the average, but just want to draw your attention to the block volume column. So 3 million shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds today. So today is very abnormal. Our volume is relatively low in addition to our block volume. So overall, something is in the air. Either there is a lot of fear, whatever it might be. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But I just want to go over some interesting points I did find very relevant. One of which is short information. So right now you can see 18.98 is the short interest. 100% is the utilization. So that shows 100% of the available shares to short are currently out. So I find this very interesting. The fact that there is still shorts increasing their position every single day, it goes to show that there is going to be a lot of naked shorts. And in case you don't know, that ultimately means that more than 100% of the actual shares to short are currently being shorted. Just want to draw your attention to this though. So this is Interactive Brokers. Look right here. So you can see was available to short. Yes, every single day, but yet utilization has been at 100% for the longest time. So that is something to keep in mind, that there may be a lot of naked shorts out there on SoFi. And also on a day-by-day change though, it is down 1.62%, which works out to be 4.22 million shares being returned. Cost to borrow is starting to pick back up a little bit, so 3.52. So this is probably why some shorts have closed out their positions, is the cost to borrow is starting to pick back up. So again, that's a good key takeaway. So despite the market being red today, shorts are closing out their positions. So I see that as a very strong positive. They don't find it incentivizing to short at these levels. Also, just want to draw your attention to the options activity. So today is a fairly in line with everything. So $2.37 million worth options being done today. So a lot of big money is getting in. And right now, 86% of all the orders today are positive. So again, that's a very good key takeaway and a nice change from yesterday with only 6% positive. Again, it is what it is. I do strongly feel that a lot of institutions, instead of actually buying the shares, they have been doing options, both sides, puts and calls. So again, that is depending on how you see that as well. It could be a positive, negative, whatever floats your boat. But there is one thing I actually do want to bring to your attention that I find very positive. I brought this up in Twitter. Some people are a little bit more mixed on this, but right here you can see SoFi launches no-fee cryptocurrency purchases for direct deposit members. So at the end of the day, I see this as a huge marketing plus, because not only are you incentivizing people to jump over with the term of cryptocurrency, especially people are seeking a lot of funds. People think of cryptocurrency and making a lot of money, so people will jump over and automatically do their direct deposit. And as much as we like to think that we are sophisticated people, we are creatures of habit. So they know once someone does link up and do direct deposit, 9 times out of 10 that person will stay there, especially considering as well cryptocurrency will just be part of their day-to-day interactions now. So that is a very good way to lock in customers, especially considering as well there is a lot of chat saying that I believe it is around 3.5 million new users for SoFi in the last quarter, and that was said at the Bank of America symposium, which in reality is well below what actually is the expectation. So that is one thing I do strongly feel is kind of factoring into all of this, and that was said by Noto himself. I personally don't want to write off that as of right now, because when it comes down to it, 2022 is going to be a very big year for SoFi. So if you're just going to worry so much about the small things, you're going to miss out on the bigger picture. That's my own 2 cents. Keep in mind though, I am not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. So given everything right now, there is no official really big news, no catalyst, nothing like that. Right now, a lot of people are hanging on to the fact that oil is going up as much as it is, showing that there may be more inflation in the futures, with aka people think about inflation, they think about interest rates. Again, it all goes hand in hand. So you can see oil right now, $113.91, up roughly about 4.5%. So again, that's something for us as investors to keep in mind. But like I said, we are getting to a very pivotal point. I'm going to show you some technical analysis. So 50, 100, 200-day moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSI, stochastic, and momentum. So overall, pretty good representation, everything you need to know. Looking on the momentum, number of buyers is actually up still, despite us being red. So that's a very good takeaway from today. Still technically, again, with us being down 2.5%, stochastic still has a deviation. So black line above the red showing a bullish sentiment, and RSI is currently at 45, fairly neutral. And as you can see, we have been hugging on the lower percentile of the Bollinger Band, failing to actually transition from the lower to the higher percentile. That again is something for us to keep in mind. Most likely, this is why we do bounce off of that and trend lower, consolidate, and go back up. Very healthy for the stock. But like I said, we are getting to a very pivotal point. Not only did we bounce off that central Bollinger Band, but we are getting to, like I said, a very pivotal point on the Fibonacci. So S1, $9.47, which is exactly where we are right now. This hands down is a very pivotal point. Yes, we are failing to get over into the higher percentile of the Bollinger Band, but on the contrary though, if this $9.47 does not hold, then most likely we will trend down a little bit more. So as of right now, we are trading between the S1 and the pivot. Like I said, $11.27 is a very key as well point to watch for. So there is a lot of obstacles in our future, but again, I do strongly feel SoFi is a good investment in my opinion. But right now it does look like the broader market wants SoFi among with other growth stocks to go down. So we may be trading between the S2 and the S1. So this is a good technical update for you to keep in mind. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this, and if you've been buying, if you see SoFi going back down to 8, if you see it going to 11, let me know. Like I said, we could go either way, especially with the market. We have rebounded quite a lot, so there is going to be a lot of profit taking at the first sign of fear, and this in reality is aiding in why we are so volatile right now. Because look at exactly where we've actually gone from. We've gone from the low 8s to pretty much 10. So that is a very big bounce in my opinion. So this is why, again, there's going to be some individuals, not long term like yourself or myself. They are going to be thinking very short term, and then like I said, a little sight of fear, they're going to want to take their profits and run. And this is why we are where we are. But if you haven't already, smash a thumbs up and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. If you like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. And also, if you are looking for a cool place to talk stocks and whatever floats your boat, or just your day-to-day life, take a look at my Discord, link in the description below. It's a free chat, a lot of good people on there, a lot of good SoFi chat. And with that said though, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.